welcome to Unseemly Stitches. My name is Vanessa and I am the head everything at Unseemly Stitches, and this is my Flosstube channel. For those of you who haven't stopped here before, and I am doing, this one's probably going to be a pretty short one, but Nashville Needlework Market happened at the beginning of March, and my local needlework shop, Liberty Hill Needleworks, had their Nashville hoedown, and you could go pick up your pre-orders and then go through all of the things they have brought back. And of course, I had pre-ordered some things, but then you can't just go get the pre-order. You also have to go get, or at least look through, all the other things. So that's what I did yesterday, and it was fabulous. I was very excited because at Nashville Needlework Market this time, they had the designers who wanted to participate do platitudes, and they did not open those up for people to see or purchase or anything until Sunday. So you couldn't pre-order it because it didn't exist until Sunday. So I watched a lot of people's Instagrams and, you know, stalked lots of people at Nashville and saw some of the platitudes, and I was like, ooh, I really like some of those. So I went and I actually found all the ones I wanted except one. And I probably don't need it because these are going to get added to my WIPS for the year, and I need none of these for that. So, you know, it's all relative. But let me show you what I got. I'm going to show you my haul from this week. The first thing, however, I actually bought from Millennial Fabrics, and it was their Wonderlust box that they're doing. And this was just, I just wanted the pattern. So I went ahead and bought the pattern, and it is by the Stitchin Kitten, and it's fabulous. Is this not, by the way, do you like my lighting setup? I finally got curtains up, sort of. They're not really attached to the wall, but they're up, and fixed all the lights. So like, this is halfway decent now, but I think this is really cute. I love this one. I have to get a couple more. Like I bought all the floss when I was in Liberty Hill yesterday. So I have all the floss, except it does call for Krennic and a thread nuts, and they didn't have any thread nuts, and the Krennic was out. So I'll order those online and get those sent. But I really like this. My parents had a cat named Scrap that was a feral cat on my grandfather's farm that my brother decided he needed to catch with a pepperoni roll in a cage. And then he came to live with us, and he really became my mom's cat in the end. Once my brother went to college and stuff, like Scrap was really mom's cat, but it looks like Scrap. And I like cats, so, you know. Anyway, I'm going to do that one. So that's a new one for the WIP pile. And then let's see, other things that I got. I'm going to go through the things that I got at Liberty Hill yesterday that were just in general. And then I'll show you what I bought that is actual patterns that I bought yesterday and or pre-ordered. So I got, not those, not that. I picked up this piece of gray 14 count Ada. I'm not actually sure what I'm going to use it for yet, but I'm thinking I'm going to use it for one of the patterns that I picked up from the market yesterday, because my youngest son was like, oh, I like that one. I got an antique white in 18 count. Again, not anything like super exciting, but it's hard to find some things right now, you know. I was very excited because I got some, this is Springfield Sage 28 count even weave by, this is White Art. And I really like that color. That is also a contender for the piece that my son wanted me to make him. And I bought, I should have this better organized. I'm going to try some hardanger because I just want to try it. I also may use it as the edging for one of my cross stitch patterns. So I found 22 count lamb's wool from Witchelt. And 22 count is what you are supposed to use for hardanger, so we're going to try it and see how it goes. And then this, I bought because my oldest son, who is 7, is interested in stitching, but he needs bigger sizes, so I did buy some 10 count already. I also have an idea for something I want to try, and I wanted to see how it would look with a really big count, but I didn't want to use plastic canvas. So this is a 10 count from Witchell. That's same lamb's wool color. It's like an off-white beige color. Okay, so this was a freebie they gave out at Liberty Hill that came from Erica Michaels. It is the America Berry. It's cute. I might do this one. I'm not sure yet, but it's cute. And I mean, who doesn't love free? Let's be honest. I always get the cookbook because I have a cookbook problem in general. And the fact that it has cross-stitch patterns just makes that worse. There's also a mini Mothman in here. I am so excited for that. I love a good cryptid. If you have good cryptid patterns, or especially cryptid needle minders, like I have a Mothman. I'd love a Loch Ness Monster, but I haven't found any I really like. And I'd also like the Fresno Nightcrawlers. Been looking for one of those too. I was trying to find, it's by Spot Your Colors, Nicola Branch. It's the mini Mothman in here. That's the first thing I'm going to stitch out of there. And I did buy the Primitive Hare did Nocturnal Stitches. It's 8 designs in here. And these are really cute. I have to show you. There's Fairy Food. That one's really cute. There's a Happiness Jar pattern. I don't want to show you the actual chart, so I'm trying not to find the ones that it just has a picture. And then there's, let's see if I do this. This is the one that my 7-year-old wanted. This one. I think this one is so cute. And I think it would look good on that sage color. I think that's what I'm leaning towards. This one's called Living Spirals. And then there's a Nocturnal Biscornu. There's a like pendant with an eye. There's a fate line in C. That's a like a palmistry pattern. I just really liked these. These were fun. And my youngest son has he has galaxies and space theme in his room, so I might make this one and put that on his bed, or make it into a Tooth Fairy pillow on the back, because he doesn't have a Tooth Fairy pillow yet, and he hasn't lost any teeth yet, but we are getting close. So, and then there's a Forgotten Fern with the fiddle head on it. It's just, they're really cute patterns. And let's see. Okay, I did buy this one. I also pre-ordered, and this is Raven's Harvest Moon from Counting Puddles, and I just really liked this one. I also like the fact that it's got some specialty stitches in it. It just looks like it'll be really pretty, and I think I already have, I don't know if it's big enough. I have a piece of this chalkboard. It's Chalkboard Ida from Witchell. I'm not sure that this one is 16 count that's recommended. I think the one I have is 14, and it may not be big enough. But that's okay. I'll order it when I order the other threads I need for the other one. But isn't this just, I think this is really pretty. And then these are the 2 platitudes. Now the one platitude I wanted, and I think it was from the Artsy Housewife, but don't hold me to that. It said it was something about I love fictional characters, or I fall in love with fictional characters, and it was really cute. It had an open book and little dragons. It was very cute. But they didn't have that one. But that's okay. But I did get Kitchen Whimsy from Teresa Kogut. And I'm not going to lie, I don't know if you can read these. It said, everything is better with butter, obviously. Cheese, I love it, yet I used it as a weapon. My brother is lactose intolerant, and I think this, and the boy like lived on cheese up until high school when he discovered that. I think this is the perfect thing I should make him for a Christmas ornament. And then Stitch, Eat, Sleep, Repeat is just cute. But I really like these two I'm doing first. I also have a friend that like this one would be good for. And then I also got Supper Club from Robin Pickens. I love this recipe tasting society, meetings held nightly. And I'm sweet and salty. These are both really cute. This one I'm making to put in my kitchen. And on top of that, I was in Walmart the other day and I posted it on my Instagram. They had like 4 different shapes. This is really cute and I love that it's on a plate. I might still put it on a plate, but I'm not sure because I found they were $6 at Walmart and it's a pretty hefty, I mean, it's MDF. Like, it's not anything. It's not a solid piece of wood. However, it's really, like, for $6, that's not bad. It's pretty large. I could put a plate in here. And this, they light up, which I thought was cute. I don't know that it was, like, that was not a super selling point for me, but it would look cute. They had a rectangle with the wavy edges. And they had another shape. I don't remember what the other shape was. But I thought these, I was like, for $6, I'll buy it. And it needs a little bit, like, it's a little rough around the edges. So I'll have to take, to be honest with you, I'll probably use an emery board because it's easy. And I have one right there. And I don't have to go digging around to the garage for my sandpaper. Because the garage is a work in progress right now. But I'll go through and knock the edges off of here. But you could easily paint this. The LED, that strip is not hurting anything. You could, in theory, you could tear it off. I think I just leave it personally. But I mean, if you're putting this, there are several things that I could think, like, I could put this, you know, with the light. That's really cute. And you could do a lot of things with it in general. So that's my haul. There were a lot more things I could have bought, and I decided that I should not do that because I already have too many things in my WIP pile. So, especially because I found, I'll show you these 3. I've had them for a while. They are things that I intended to make, but I hadn't kitted up yet. And I've decided that I'm going to put them in my pile of things that's going to get done this year, in theory. The first one is from Natalie Kitchon, Jardin Privé, and it's Le Sapin de Noël des Gnomes. I bought that last year. I thought that was cute. I love gnomes, so I'm all for this. And I'm pretty sure I have almost everything I need. And then these 2, these are from Cottage Garden Samplings. This is from her Fabulous House series. I love Tolkien, so, you know, we had to get the Hobbit house, obviously. And I also got the special edition because I am a huge Tudor history nerd, so the Tudor house was also a given. So we're putting those in the WIP as well. But, so that is my haul for now. I have to put my order in for the thread for the Night Bloom pattern from Stitchin Kitten. And I'll probably put in for the chalkboard Ida for the Raven pattern. Oh, the other big news, I have officially signed up to do the virtual Needlework market online in August. I'm hoping that someday I get to Nashville. I have to decide what my personal goal is by the end of August and the end of that Needlework market to like determine whether or not I think it's a good idea to do Nashville. I mean, and then I have to be able to get into Nashville, so that's a whole separate thing. But I am signed up to do the virtual Needlework market. I'm very excited. I am trying my very best to, like, I'm not releasing any patterns until August. That way I have lots of time to make sure I have good photography. I have done all the model stitches, all that good stuff. The biggest thing I'm having a problem with right now is I do have one pattern that is patriotic for the 250th anniversary of the United States. So I'm trying to decide, excuse me, I'm trying to decide because Virtual Needlework Market is in August. It is obviously after the 4th of July. So I'm trying to decide if I'm going to send out an email to my mailing list, the shops that are on my mailing list, just for that patriotic pattern so that it goes out probably in like May to shops to see if anybody wants it, because it seems silly to hold on to it until August because it'll be after the 4th of July. So I'd love opinions if you think I should put it out or if I should save it. I mean, it's not like, so it doesn't have 250th anywhere in it, so it's not like it's gonna be ruined if it doesn't go out then. But I was like, well, if it's done because of that, I should probably make sure that it's available before then. So in any case, I'd love to know what you think and what you're working on. And did you go to whatever your local stitchy shop, Nashville, if they had some kind of a Here's Our Market releases event, did you go, even if it was online? Like, did you go? What did you get? What things did you love? I would love to know. So until then, keep stitching, and I will see you later.